By the way, I'm a little annoyed today.
Uh-oh.
Because I got my insurance cancellations yesterday.
You did? Congrats. Oh.
And I wondered why it took so long because I heard you talking about it.
Yeah.
So I got to, like everyone else, I have to pick all new plans because what I had wasn't good enough.
So
and I got kids and the wife that needed all that stuff. So I don't.
Were you happy with your other insurance?
There was no issue.
Well, then you could keep. Oh, that's right. You can't.
And then, like you were saying the other day with the paperwork, I don't even know where to begin.
Dude, that fucking paperwork. Did you get the one, the big white envelope?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
And I'm educated. So I can't imagine people that aren't educated what the fuck is going on in their brains.
They're going to lose their insurance and not know how to.
I have no fucking idea how to even attempt this.
I don't
know where to begin.
Yeah.
I think they do that on purpose for whatever reason.
Dude, the papers came in yesterday. I started looking through it, and then I'm like, all right, I think I could do this. I think I kind of know what they're talking about as far as the premium, the copay, all that stuff goes. And then it turned to, you must include your corporate tax form number 35. And I'm like, I don't know, because now this Obamacare thing, it's also an IRS issue. It's tied in with the Internal Revenue Service. So you need to supply tax documentation for your fucking insurance.
I don't know why we're not having a revolution.
We should.
It's ridiculous.
We're revolting.
But it's one of those things you get into a little bit like, okay, all right, okay, I'm good. All right,
my training wheels on, but
let's figure this out. And then something happens where your brain, you feel it explode, and you're done. You have, and then you
put
fucking
it back
rip
in the envelope, and I'm shipping it off to Bob. I don't know what to do with it.
I was fighting an imaginary person in my apartment again. It gets to the point where you just start fighting,
punching
the air and kicking and screaming, and
it's terrible. It's so confusing.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you guys getting it through your company though? You have a corporation together.
Yeah, no, not together.
But I mean, through your corporation.
Yes, through my separate corporation.
That's probably why it wants your tax information, because you're using the corporation insurance.
No. Even with the individual ones, they want your tax information, because if you don't pay for it, then they penalize you through your tax.
I don't know. But I had. I for the first time in my life, I had perfect health insurance.
I know, me too.
I went most of my life with having either no insurance. I had no health insurance easily up into my 30s. We didn't have health insurance when we were in Boston.
Nope.
And then had shitty health insurance when radio stations finally started offering it. They didn't even offer it if you were in this business.
Yeah.
And then finally, after all these years, I have perfect health insurance, and now I have to redo the whole thing. That's ridiculous.
You're lying, though, because this didn't happen to anybody. This is all lies that the Republicans are throwing out there to make it seem like, no, people by the millions are having their insurance policies canceled.
But mine was fine.
I guess not. That was an illegal insurance policy you have.
It's just another thing that I just don't want to deal with.
That's the big thing.
I was thinking about that yesterday. Like every day, and I believe I talk for the majority, every day there's another call coming in saying, hey, can you meet next week for this? And then there's another call, hey, we need you to stop by for this. And then you got to squeeze maybe a dentist appointment in there, and you realize your life is just filled with making appointments and tasks that you have no desire to do. That's why I always say no to everything. That's why I don't take phone calls from any of these people around here, because it's just another hour or two that I'm wasting on nonsense.
And then here's a couple of envelopes I have that Kenny's got to send out for me today. New York State Department of Finance. There's 2 checks for thousands of dollars. That, I got to be honest, I don't even know what the fuck they're for.
No, I don't know.
But you got to pay them.
Yeah, it has some weird, like, blah, blah.
It's not like taxes. It's a thing for the privilege of just standing here in the wonderful city of New York.
This city sucks. It's not that special in the end.
The hands that are rummaging through people's pockets, just pulling cash out, it's gotten ridiculous. And everyone goes, you give a little more and it'll help. But if 1,000 people are taking a little more, it turns into a lot more. That's what people don't understand. And the people that are saying you got to do your fair share have no fucking clue what people in a higher tax bracket are giving. Oh, boo Shut up. Fuck you. Let me come over and take more than half of your money. See how you feel about it.
I don't know if my insurance is good. I don't know. I mean, I'm AFTRA, so I don't know if that's...
After it was pretty good when I had it. I remember that.
Like, I would know if the policy changed. They just kind of change it, right? I don't...
Yeah. I think they should take care of it. I don't think you have a problem with AFTRA.
And by the way, more people just calling saying their insurance was canceled.
Yeah,
so
we
why
could
are
do
we
this
lying
for weeks.
Why would people
because
say
they
we're
don't
lying?
Because they can't fucking grasp that Obama lied to the American people when he said you could keep your insurance. And they want to think that when he crowed about 7 million people being insured, it wasn't 7 million uninsured people. It was fucking 6 million people that had insurance and 1 million people that are subsidized. So what the fuck? Who's signing up for this shit? Also, we need young people to sign up for the Obamacare. They're under their parents' plan until 26.
Right.
Who the fuck is going to sign up if you're already insured under your parents?
The basics here, Obamacare is giving a lot of people insurance that never had insurance before.
That's what it was supposed to do.
But it's hurting a lot of other people to get that done. So you're just shifting the people you're hurting, really.
And I said it before. I mark my words. There are going to be people that get confused by all this paperwork, by the cancellations of policies. They don't look at shit. And they are going to wind up going to the hospital with some catastrophic illness. And they are going to say, "I'm sorry, you're not insured." And they're going to go, "What happened?" "Oh, it was canceled." And you never re-upped for insurance.
The paperwork was so confusing to me at first glance that I'm sitting there going, they want this to be confusing. Because I think part of it is to penalize people as well.
Yes.
Because that's just another way to bring in money.
This is how they do things.
As I like to say, another revenue stream.
Yeah. They get people to fall through the cracks, and those are the people that really get fucked over. And then they could penalize them for not having insurance. It's the same thing with like the gun registration thing. I'm supposed to register my assault weapons this month. And a lot of people don't know this. It's a law that's like, what? I'm supposed to what? And then when they don't do it, then they're not compliant with the law. And then they'll have a gun charge on their thing and never be able to have a gun again. Mission accomplished. We're not taking your guns. Yeah, you are. You are.
They're just sneaky. The government is just sneaky.
Bunch of